everybody, welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. I'm just looking for my cap lifter. Got a can of de-alcoholized beer here. There we go. It's not my usual brand, but it'll do. The one I like to drink is the Sober Carpenter Irish Red Ale, but all I got right now is the Compliments Lager Blonde, which is just it's like a lager. it's pretty good. No name, which is cool with me. So I want to continue my series here on alcoholism and addiction and all those kind of things. I just received some very encouraging words from Pine Sap. He's got look for him in the comments. He's got a weird way of spelling Pine Sap, but it's cool. And he's a great guy. He has a really cool, really random, but really cool little channel. I very much enjoy. But anyhow, I was telling him that, my main problem when it comes to doing these videos is I get really scatterbrained when I start talking about something like alcoholism. But that doesn't surprise me because the times that I'm speaking of were very scattered and chaotic. It wasn't easy being a full-time alcoholic and doing all the stuff I did back then. The 90s in Peterborough. Now it's funny. I'm gonna preface this by saying, the time. My time of drinking was really only, like, of serious, heavy drinking, was only just about 12 years, A lot of people who struggle with alcohol use disorder, they go into football numbers of years they've had drinking, so I don't know. I'm not trying to come at this as a lightweight, trying to explain a heavyweight's business, but I feel that and I don't think anyone would disagree with me that I drank like an absolute heavyweight back in the day. There was nothing mild-mannered about my drinking whatsoever. Hi, Shadow. Now that being said, I wasn't like a jerk when I was drunk. I wasn't violent at all. If anything, alcohol. The more alcohol I poured into my body, the happier I got. That's what people would tell me. I wouldn't remember this stuff, but I guess the more, two things in the 90s made me feel really happy, and that was alcohol, well, maybe three things: alcohol, marijuana, and music. Shadow, what's up, girl? Yeah, so, anyhow, I had lots of all three of those things. but yeah, my time drinking, it was only really just over it was like a heavy-handed decade, and yeah, but I did a lot of damage in those years, you know. I really, you know, I don't know. My liver is back to normal now, which is awesome. Praise God. You know. Um, my shadow, come here. Say hi to everybody. Hi, Shadow. Hi, everybody. Shadow's my kitty. Um, yeah, scatterbrained. You know. Anyhow, music, alcohol, and you know, yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, I'd be out late at night and be at the bar, and you know, I'd be 5 sheets to the wind, you know, and put on, you know, the music. They put on some great music, like some old Stones or AC/DC or something banging, and I guess I would just like I'd be like singing along and pumping my fist in the air, doing all kinds of goofball stuff. Um, but I was happy, you know. Alcohol made me happy, um, and that's why I drank so much of it right off the rip. It's because I wasn't happy. I wasn't a happy kid, you know. I I had a I just I'd had enough. You know, that's basically the way I can put it is when I started drinking heavy, it's because I'd simply had enough about what life was all about. You know, um, I was bitter and jaded at 17 years old. Um, I'm not like that anymore. Praise God. But I'm also a lot older. So, but but yeah. Anyhow, one thing that is kind of interesting about alcoholism, recovery, all that stuff, um, is the way people see alcoholism. In others. Um, I like the culture here in Peterborough was an alcoholic culture. With everybody hung out on Hunter Street. There's only two places to go, and they were both bars, and with another bar around the corner, all selling, the pig's ear by they're like dollar beers. Um, there was the Red Dog Tavern, and they were just like that's where you went to see bands play, um, and the only cafe where everybody hung out at the only cafe. Um, it was like the internet in Peterborough at the time. Uh, you went there in the night. It was like the fear of missing out syndrome. You know what I mean? That's the thing, I guess. You'd go every night because I'm just speaking from my own terms, Like if I was around, anyway, I was out on the road a bit, but um, or working or whatever. But if I had a night out on the town, you know, it was like 9 times out of 10 I would have preferred to just be alone, but it's the fear of missing out or something like that. Anyhow, um, yeah. So the culture here, it would be like at nighttime, it would be complete like yes, let's drink and drink some more, the like. And everybody did it, like I didn't know anybody really who wasn't a big drinker at the time. Everybody did it, everybody did stupid stuff, you know, cheated on their girlfriends, their boyfriends, and did all kinds of stuff. I did it too, you know, and it, you know, but in the evening, the culture in town would be all about that. But in the morning, you know, if you'd done something like fallen off your bar stool at night, you know, people, which I did a lot. People would talk about it, and they would say, "Oh, did you see how much Pat had to drink last night? He fell off his bar stool. He must be alcoholic," you know. Um, like it was a different scene in the morning when everyone's having coffee, and and there's always a couple people who drink a little more than everybody. Me, I was one of them, and people talk about you the next day, about what a idiot you are, what a you know all the silly stuff you did, stupid stuff, socially unacceptable stuff, etc. Like I said before, I there's about a third of my life I don't remember for the whole '90s, the entirety of the '90s. I don't remember a third of it, and that's lowballing that. but Yeah, I did some really dumb stuff. I said some really dumb stuff when I was drinking. I think the next time I do a video on this, the next video I do, I'm going to talk about some um, regrettable conversations that I had. Uh, people who I didn't necessarily want to piss off, but I ended up really pissing off. So yeah. Anyhow, glad to be here today. Praise Jesus. Uh, you know, I woke up this morning. I decided not to drink today. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and have to make the same decision. And I'd like to think that I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and not decide to drink or decide not to drink. Keep it to the 0% beers, and but there's always the risk of relapse and temptation. you know but I don't think I'm going to drink tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to drink at all, but I guess you'll know if I do. Okay, God bless you and be well, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day, and that this video wasn't too scatterbrained. God bless you. Be well, stay free, and have a fantastic